Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a comparison between two highlighter sticks from the drugstore. So actually, as per initial plan of mine, this whole week was supposed to be a drugstore week, and I'm not saying that it's not. Let's hope that it is. I do have a lot of products from the drugstore which I want to review and compare, so I'm still hoping that I'm able to do so. The problem is that this week I'm really busy, so I don't know how much I'll be able to do. You guys must already know that I do film on the day of the video or one day prior. I don't pre-film too much, so I have no idea if I'll be able to do this drugstore week, but let's hope for the best, and I hope that I'm able to bring one video at least every day of this week. So fingers crossed, and let's get on with today's video. So in today's video I'm going to compare the Revlon PhotoReady InstaFix highlighting stick with the Maybelline Master Strobing stick. I have got these two quite a long time back. This one probably 3-4 months back, and this one is more than 5 months back actually, and I think I have had this for quite a long time so that I can compare these two products. Now both of them I'm not really sure if both are available in India or not, but I know that this one is available in India. I am not really sure if this has been launched yet, but in Singapore both are readily available at all the drugstores, Watsons and Guardian, everywhere you can find them. The Revlon PhotoReady highlighting sticks looks something like this, and this is a stick form obviously, and I have the shade Gold Light 210, and the Maybelline Master Strobing stick looks something like this. It's a really pretty packaging, and I have the shade Nude for the Maybelline one. Both of these highlighting sticks do come in two variants. Both come in a lighter shade as well, which has more of a pinky highlight, pink undertones, so people with a fair skin tone can go for that. But if you're close to my skin tone, I think these two shades will be perfect for you. Now a bit more technical details about these two sticks. So the Revlon one comes with 8.9 grams of product, and the Maybelline one comes with 6.8 grams of product. So this one is 0.31 ounce and this one is 0.24 ounce. So you're obviously getting more product in the Revlon one, but the Revlon one is also more expensive. This lies somewhere in the range of 20 to 25 Singapore dollars, and the Maybelline one lies somewhere between 17 to 19 Singapore dollars. But both of them are drugstore products, so in Singapore there are a lot of offers all the time. So if you want to pick up, I would highly recommend that you pick them up during a sale or something. Now let me show you the shade comparisons. So these are the two shades. You can see that the Revlon one is more of a peachy gold shade. It has a little of peach undertones. It's a little bit deeper, just a tad bit. It's not a whole lot, but yes, there is a slight difference. And the Maybelline one is more of a muted gold or a champagne undertone gold. Both are gold highlights, but there is a slight difference. Here is another close-up. You can see that although they look really similar, but there is a tiny difference in the shades. Now both of these have very fine micro shimmers. They are not noticeable that much on the skin. They are extremely fine. They are very smooth. They are both very buildable, both creamy. I feel like the Revlon one is a little bit more creamier. With the Maybelline one, I feel like it does dry out a little bit on the top. Like whenever you want to apply, just warm it up with your fingers and then apply. But the creaminess factor in both of them is the same. I also feel like the Revlon one feels a little bit more intense, like a tad bit more intense when you swatch it. But when you apply both of them on your skin, they look pretty much the same. I don't see a lot of difference. I will show you in the demo. You can see that you will not see a lot of difference. Both of them are very buildable, so you can wear it as a subtle highlight, or you can build it up and get a more intense highlighted look. Both of these highlighters are very easy to blend. I have just blended them out with the fingers, and it works great. I have noticed that it does tend to clump up a little bit on powder, especially with the Maybelline one. Not so much the Revlon, but the Maybelline one will clump up a little bit, go a little patchy on the powder one. So definitely both of them you have to apply over your bare skin or foundation or CC cream, BB cream. Don't apply these on powders. I think it will look a little patchy and you will need more time to blend it out. The Revlon one is a little bit more easier to blend out when you're building it up. If you're adding more layers for your highlight, I think the Maybelline one, it takes a little bit more time to blend out. The Revlon one is much more easier, but it's just a matter of habit and matter of practice, matter of time. I think both of them blend really well. It's just that maybe one of them will just take 10 or 20 seconds more, that's it. And both of them have very fine micro shimmers, so they are not very noticeable. If somebody is coming very close to your skin, or you're in like very artificial lighting, you can see those micro shimmers, but it's not very noticeable. If you're talking at a normal distance, it's not very noticeable, so nothing which bothers me. But yes, there is some micro shimmer, very fine one, like minuscule particles. The lasting power wise also, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say that they can last the whole day on your skin, but they can last for a good amount of time, like 4-5 hours. I've seen that they don't fade away that easily. They do the highlight still remains on the skin, so that way I think I'm pretty okay with the kind of staying power I get. And yeah, I don't really think I have a favorite. Both are good. As I said, the Revlon one is a little bit more peachier golden, so if you want to try that shade, then probably you can go for this. This one is more like a nude golden, muted gold shade. There's not a lot of peachiness to it in the Maybelline one, so if you want to go for this one, you can go for this. But if you are close to my skin tone, I think both of them will be suitable for you. So that's the comparison portion of it. I think both are pretty good. You can just pick and choose one of them. I think you will enjoy both of them. But yes, do you need both? I don't think you need both, because on the skin they look very similar. So I think you can just pick one of them and give it a try, where they are very similar in consistency and the performance on the skin. Okay, now let me show you the demo of these two products on my skin tone. Before we go into the demo, let me swatch these on my hand so that you can see the intensity or also the colors. So here is the Revlon one. And here is the Maybelline one. So here you can see the two highlights. As you can see that the Revlon one is a little bit more intense in the same two swipes than the Maybelline one, whereas the Maybelline one is a little bit more muted, and I did the same two swipes with the highlighting sticks using the same pressure. So those are the two swatches. Okay, let's start with the demo. So on the right hand side of my face, I'm going to apply my Revlon InstaFix. Revlon R for right, R for Revlon, so that's why it's going on the right hand side. And on the left hand side, I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. Just want to mention that I have applied foundation, concealer, and I have done my eye look and lipstick. I don't have anything else on my face. I haven't yet powdered my face. I have just applied some cream contour, and that's about it. So after I am done applying the highlighter sticks, I'm going to do my powder, and I'm also going to apply my blush. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start applying this on my face. So I'm going to apply right here on the cheekbone, and I will apply 2 strokes. So that is how it's looking. And I'll also apply a little bit over here. So I'm applying to my areas where the light hits directly, and I will just use my fingers to blend it out. So this is how the highlighter is looking after blending out. I think it is blended out really nicely on the skin. It's sitting nicely, it's blended well, and I don't notice any kind of chunkiness or glitteriness. There's no chunky glitter or anything. It's quite smooth, and I don't see it moving any of my foundation as well. My foundation is also sitting nicely, and this is highlighter is sitting on top of it. And with whatever foundation I have used this till now, I haven't noticed this moving any of my foundation. So that's great. It's looking pretty nice. It's blended here also nicely. So this is the Revlon one. Now let's do the Maybelline one on this side, and I will use the same kind of pressure and apply 2 strokes rather, like I did this side. So here we go. And some more here, and I'll just blend it out with my fingers. So this is how this side is looking after blending out, and I think this side is also blended really nicely. I don't know which side I prefer though. And this side also, I don't notice it has removed any of my foundation. It is sitting really nicely on the skin. It's looking blended out. It's looking very seamless with the skin. I just checked in my bigger mirror, and if I go very close to the mirror, you can see some of the micro shimmer, like very faintly. You won't be able to see it from a distance, but if you go very closely, if somebody is coming very close to you, you will be able to see some micro shimmers, micro particles here and there. But I don't think that bothers me. It's not too much. It's not noticeable that much. And yeah, this is how the Maybelline one is looking, and this is how the Revlon one is looking. I think I like both of them. I don't really know which one to choose. Both the colors are very similar to each other, at least on my skin tone. You can see there's hardly any difference in the color. Somehow I feel like the Maybelline one is looking a little smoother. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way I have applied. I feel the intensity is pretty similar to each other. This one is also looking pretty nice and intense. Let's do one thing. I will apply one more layer and let's see what happens. So Revlon one goes on this side. And let's apply the Maybelline one more time this time. Okay, I think the intensity is pretty similar, not much difference, and I don't think you get a lot of difference. It's easy to build up as well. I don't see any kind of clumpiness, chunkiness. It's looking pretty smooth. So I think both of them get a thumbs up from me. I don't think any one of them is looking better than the other. Both of them are looking very similar to me. So it just depends on what kind of preference you have, but I don't know, it may be in my head. I don't know. This side is looking much more smoother, maybe because I have a light this side. I don't have a light here. I have a natural light here. Maybe because I have a light this side, so it's looking a little bit more highlighted. But I think in natural lighting, both of them are looking very similar. So I think my highlight is done. Let's quickly apply some powder and see what it does to the highlights. So I'm using this Freedom translucent powder, and I'll just lightly dust my face. So the powder has definitely toned down the intensity. You can see this side how it is looking. It's definitely more natural, and this side is the natural side where there is no lighting, so this side is even more natural. But I have seen this in front of a mirror in natural lighting, and both the sides look pretty much the same, so there is not much difference. It's not like this side is more intense or this side is more intense. Both are very similar. So now I'll just apply some bronzer and blush and be right. So that's it for today's video. I really hope that this video was helpful to you and you liked it. If you did, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also if you're watching me for the first time, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. So thank you so much for watching me today. I will see you guys really soon in my next video, and hopefully tomorrow. Bye.